Hello, and welcome to the City of Burlington. I'm your pirate tour guide, but tonight I'm here to take you on a little tour, because I just jumped ship with Blackbeard and his motley crew. I just can't take them. I'd rather be here with you. So right now, tonight, we're going to tell you just a wee bit of the history of the City of Burlington, just a wee bit, and we're going to start in 1624. When the first settlement in New Jersey was right there on Burlington Island, it was, by the Walloons of Belgium. And from there, in the late 1670s, the first settlers came here from Ship Shield and Ship Kent and settled here in the City of Burlington. And it was officially founded in the year 1677. Now from there, the city's rich history goes from the American Revolution, from the War of 1812, to the abolitionists that fought against slavery, and the Underground Railroad that was right here and active, helping the slaves to freedom, through the Civil War and into the late 19th century's Industrial Revolution. So we're going to take you on just a tour tonight, and you're going to meet just some of those ghosts, and they're going to tell you about the history. Now we can't give it all to you, because you got to come back next year for the whole thing, but you'll get a wee chance to see a little bit of what the history is here, and you'll be amazed and you'll be proud to be here in the City of Burlington. So why don't you come on along and join me on a tour, a walking tour of the City of Burlington. Here we are at the Revel House, the oldest house in all of Burlington County it is. And as you can see by the plaque behind me, it was built in 1685, and it stands right here in the City of Burlington on Wood Street. Now there's plenty of legends about this house, but one of the most famous is about one of our friends here, and he is none other than the American hero, patriot, and forefather, Mr. Benjamin Franklin.
Good evening, dear
Good
lady.
evening.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too, Ben.
And to you out there, I want to say hello. I visit the City of Burlington every year about this time. It is one of my favorite cities in all of America. As a young boy, on the way to my first job in Philadelphia, I stopped in Burlington. A lovely woman who made the most amazing gingerbread fed me. And that night, when I missed the ship and my transport into Philadelphia, she provided lodging. My luck held. I made it to Philadelphia. Later returned to Burlington City, where I worked the printing press and created the first copper plate for currency. I return here every year and often find that woman who made the magnificent gingerbread. She brings cookies and she feeds the children who come with you to visit me on my annual trek through this city I love, Burlington City. Have a good evening.
I brought you here to this lovely home behind me on Wood Street because it's one of the most famous houses in all of the City of Burlington. It's because it's the home of General Ulysses S. Grant. He lived here during the Civil War. And one fateful night on April 15th, 1865, General Grant and his wife Julia decided to come home instead of joining the Lincolns at Ford's Theater. It's a good thing they came home. On their way, they found out that the president had been shot. So, Grant himself wanted to bring his wife home to safety with their children. And the very next morning, from that balcony right above me, he addressed the public here in the City of Burlington, guaranteeing to them that we will get through this, and we will make it. So that we need to stick together. So I leave you here to enjoy this lovely home. I hope you're enjoying the tour so far. We've got a lot more to show you.
Oh no,
so
something's chasing me.
What's going on?
Chasing me. Madam,
What's the matter?
Madam, save yourself. A monster, an animal, I don't know what it is. It's chasing me.
Oh no. What? Uh-oh. I think that was the Jersey Devil. I better get out of here myself. Here we are. I'm going to take you now to the Quaker Meeting House graveyard and the St. Mary's Church graveyard. We're going to see what ghosts we're going to meet. Oh my.
Look what we have here. I think we can make some, Joe.
This is the Mulliner family. You guys better be watching out. I'm taking my pieces, and I'm getting out of here.
Are you loyal? Are you loyal to the king? To King George? You may have heard of me. People call me Joe Mulliner, the toy bandit of the pines, but really, I'm just a loyal subject of the king.
Hey, little Joe, let's help lighten their load.
Okay.
Here's to the king.
Come on now, I don't bite. Well, maybe I do bite.
To the king.
We didn't make a lot, Joe, but we made some.
Well, if you need to see us, we'll be hanging around here for a while.
Look, there's people. Let's try to get them.
Let's get them.
Right here, I'm in front of Old St. Mary's Church. And I'm here because this is the oldest Episcopal church in the state of New Jersey. It is 1703 it was founded, and in the graveyard here are very many famous Americans, and just to mention a few. Oh, you know what? I think I see a friend of mine right here.
Hi, girlfriend. How are you?
Hello. I just think this is Countess Marguerite Burnett. She is amazing. And she's going to tell you a little bit about the people that are buried here, because she knows them all, she does.
I do know them all, and you know, people are just dying to get in here.
That they are. Well, I'll bid you adieu. You go ahead and take them on a little
I
tour.
will, thank you. So this is my humble abode, the cemetery. I love it here. We have a lot of famous Americans here. We have Joseph Bloomfield. He was an attorney, and some of you may know there's a city named after him in New Jersey. Isn't that great? We have Minor Knowlton, and he has an incredible looking gravestone here. You really should come down and see it. And we have Elias Boudinot, who was the president of the Continental Congress of the United States, even before George Washington. That's pretty cool. When we gained our independence, wow, huh? He's buried right back here. And we have the Shippen family, who love to come and visit their friends and family. And oh, follow me. Look, I see Joseph Perot. Hi, Joseph.
Hello,
How are
Marguerite.
you? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I can. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joseph Perot. I was a private with the Massachusetts 54th All-Volunteer Infantry, the first African-American or United States Colored Troop for the Civil War. The United States Colored Troop, the Massachusetts 54th, fought in one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War, which was the assault on Fort Wagner in the Charleston Harbor. I was injured in that battle, but I continued to fight in the Civil War for 2 years. I was discharged in 1865 and moved back to Burlington, where I began my career as a butcher. I am buried in the St. Mary's Church Cemetery, and my grave site, I'm going to walk to it down here.
Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight in our little tour for the City of Burlington. It was just a wee bit of what you get to see when you take the whole tour. So we hope to see you next year in 2021. So come visit us here in the City of Burlington. Well, you know what? I think I gotta get back to my ship. Oh my! I don't know what I'm scared for! Wait, Dad!